Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into some specialized AV infrastructure. We're focusing on the Kramer TP-789R, which is a high-performance HDBaseT receiver, our mission. To quickly break down what this thing actually does for pro AV installs.
Exactly. It's all about understanding the tech packed into these signal extenders. And before we get into the hardware itself, let's mention our source context. We're looking at the listing from HDTV Supply, Inc. They're a big name, certified way back in 2003. Google Shopping rates them as an exceptional top-quality store, which says a lot.
Right, 24 years in business, that definitely adds weight. And they're an HDBaseT.org approved adopter. That's important.
It is. It means they really understand the standard we're talking about today. They also own the Wolfpack and Wolfpad trademarks. You might know those.
Okay, established credibility. So let's unpack the TP-789R itself. Fundamentally, it's built to solve a common problem, right? Getting signals further.
Precisely. It extends 4K HDMI video specifically at 60 Hz with 4.2.0 color plus control signals like RS-232 and IR. And it does this over, standard twisted pair copper cables.
Okay, define long reach for us. How far are we talking?
So for that 4K at 60 Hz signal, 4.2.0 chroma, you're looking at up to 40 meters. That's about 130 feet.
130 feet.
Okay, but if you drop the resolution down to, say, 1080p, the reach gets significantly better up to 70 meters, or around 230 feet. And this is all using the HDBaseT 1.0 standard.
Hold on, pushing 4K video, even 4.2.0 at 60 frames per second, that far over regular C cable. That sounds like quite a feat. Are there bandwidth things we need to consider? Does the video quality really hold up?
That's a crucial technical point here. The source states 4K at 60 Hz, but that 4.2.0 part is key. It means chroma subsampling. The color information is compressed more than the brightness, the luminance.
Oh, okay.
It's a necessary trade-off, really.
Yeah.
It lets you squeeze that high frame rate 4K signal into the HDBaseT 1.0 standards. Let's call it a bandwidth budget, 10.2 gigabits per second. It's how you get that distance and frame rate affordably on copper.
Got it. So installers get the resolution, they get the frame rate, but need to understand that color depth limitation.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Now, you mentioned something really interesting earlier, the power feature. Bidirectional PoE. That sounds more complex than just standard PoE.
Oh, it is. And it's probably the biggest practical advantage for installation. This bidirectional power over Ethernet means the TP-789R is smart about power. It delivers 48 volts DC, but it auto-senses.
Auto-senses what?
Whether it needs to send power out maybe to a connected PoE wall plate or touch panel at the far end, or if it should accept power coming from the other end, like from a PoE providing matrix switcher. And it does this over the same cable that's carrying the video and control signals.
Okay, wow. So the benefit is huge for installation, right?
Yeah.
You don't need power outlets at both ends, which can be a nightmare in some locations. Just one power injection point for the whole link.
Exactly. It simplifies planning dramatically. Fewer cables, fewer power points needed on site. And beyond power, it's built to maintain signal integrity. Supports HDMI 2.0, HDCP 2.2 for content protection.
Essential for modern sources.
Right, and it handles multi-channel audio, up to 32 digital channels. Plus, it includes Kramer's proprietary iEDID Pro intelligent EDID processing.
Ah, EDID management. So that's the tech that stops the frustrating no signal or handshake problems between devices.
Precisely that. It ensures smooth plug and play. It talks to the source, talks to the display, make sure they understand each other without those glitches that can plague AV systems.
And control is integrated too, bidirectional RS-232 and IR.
Yes, bidirectional. That's key. It means you can control the display at the receiver end, obviously, but you can also send commands back down the same cable to control the source device, maybe a media player in a rack somewhere. Centralized control, easier troubleshooting.
That seems incredibly useful for managing complex setups. And this whole package feels geared towards, well, professional reliability.
Definitely. And HDTV Supply backs that up. They include a 7-year warranty on this, plus free lifetime tech support via phone, chat, text, email, all of it. That shows confidence.
And the price point.
Currently listed at $364, which they note is down from an MSRP of $455.
Okay, so let's summarize this for everyone listening. The Kramer TP-789R is essentially a professional HD-based workhorse. It bundles long-reach 4K video with that 4.2.0 chroma understanding along with control signals.
And critically, that really smart bidirectional PoE function, all streamlined over a single twisted pair cable.
So this brings up a bigger thought, focusing on that power delivery.
Yeah.
We're used to data flying down cables, right? But this idea of a single cable intelligently managing 48 volts DC, sending it or receiving it alongside 4K video, That feels like a significant step.
It really simplifies things on the ground for sure.
So the provocative question for you listening is, if we can integrate auto-sensing bidirectional power delivery this cleanly into the main data path for AV, what other complex systems that currently need multiple cable types and separate power runs, could be radically simplified in the future by thinking this way?
Interesting question. Integrating power and data intelligently. Lots of possibilities there.
Definitely something to think about. All right, that wraps up this deep dive.
We'll catch you on the next